Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we tried to buy some time for Ciel to recover. We take her out of the way, out of the fight, and we kind of engage Noel ourselves. And in that fight, she summons a bunch of these swords and kind of traps us in a circle. And basically, yeah, Shiki just goes through a lot of pain. At one point, Shiki actually succeeds in killing her. And then it seems like Ciel doesn't wake up in time and Shiki is forced to kill himself, leading to a bad ending. But in another timeline, the main one, Shiki decides to, not kill her. So Noel's like, "You spared me? How dare you? I'm just gonna take pot shots from you on you from now on." So Shiki kind of defends himself for like a few 10 minutes, I think, from a horde of zombies. I think over 3 digits. And yeah, but luckily, Ciel comes back. Yeah, she basically finds a reason for her to continue, I guess, going on and finding a reason to live, to fight for Shiki, the people who believe in her. So now we're just kind of getting ready to, well, witness Ciel versus Noel. Once again, it seems like it's going to be the final fight. And yeah, the music's getting really good, and I've been waiting for this. So let's head into it. I see that apostlehood hasn't improved your aim.
あなたの本命は私でしょ、ノエル。
I still, really don't like what they did with Noel, to be honest. Ciel regards Noel from atop her pillar, as she should. She has no need to look at me. Come down here on the earth. And now that I've seen that she's unharmed, I have nothing to say to her. I played my part. Now it's up to these two to settle their score.
さっきまでメソメソ泣いていたくせに、戻ってきた途端に上から目線とか笑えるわ。
Shh, come on, that was like 2 minutes ago. I'm a completely different person now.
何？もしかしていじめられるのが癖になっちゃった？もう一度私の目に見入られたいの？
If anyone has a humiliation fetish, I think it might be Noel. She's been humiliated a lot throughout the series. Well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, dumb.
そうですね。それがどんな仕組みの魔眼なのか興味はありますから、使っていただく分には益があります。でもやめておいた方がいいですよ。あなたの魔力量ではその魔眼は対応できない。もう何より。
Oh, she's ready.
何よりもう聞きませんから。
She found her resolve. Oh, that's kind of cool. The difference in color really helps the scene.
魔力はより強い魔力に洗い流される。どこのそのレプリカかは知りませんが、分かっていればこの通りです。
The back of Ciel's right hand is glowing. Oh, is she gonna use another idea blood? She used the fortress before. I don't really know what other ability she has. She technically has gloves now, I think. So ice? With my half vampiric gaze, I can see the vortex of energy swirling between the two combatants. A scarlet curse emanates from Noel's eyes, encircling Ciel like a tangle of thorns. But its barb decay the moment they touch her body. The curse embedded in her right hand overwhelms them with sheer magnitude. Ah, it's Vlo's. I've seen this light before. The heart of Vlo's curse burned with the same brilliance.
ほんと、どこまでも偉そうな女。やだ、そんなに先輩面したいんですか、シエル先輩。これ見よがしに昔の勲章を見せびらかすとか、大公者としても吸血鬼としても上だって言いたいの？
Well, sucks to suck. I guess she really is better at everything.
え？そんなこといちいち言わなくちゃ伝わらないレベルでしたか。
Bitch, I didn't even have to try. Got him.
いつもの辛辣さが戻ってきたじゃない。でも今さらやる気になっても手遅れだから。冷静になって下を見下ろしたら、四季君は私の指先一つで死者どもの食い物になる。もうあなたが何をやってもあの子は助けられない。
Damn.
それが嫌ならおとなしく私の魔眼に。
Nah, Shiki can handle himself.
失礼。そちらなら当然真っ先に終わらせました。
Huh? For just a second, she glances at me. Oh, okay. Oh, They're already dead. It seems like she's trying to tell me something, but I can't figure it out. All I can do is look back at her warily. Look, she's gonna nuke the area. Run! Hold on. Hidden pricks of light fill the sky, and they aren't stars. The reverberations hit me. A dozen, 2 dozen more. There's no doubt about it. Those are Ciel's black keys. It's rain and swords. Hallelujah. It's rain and swords. Noel sounds just as surprised as I am. Yeah, they both went like, oh man, call us locksmith because it's full of keys. The rain of black keys pierced every last zombie surrounding me, destroying them utterly. Where's your army now, bitch? Noel turns a murderous glare towards me, or rather, towards the empty ground where her minions used to be, one last time, and then she cuts me out. Oh, so I didn't realize this until I saw the flashback with Noel when I was editing. The reason why there's a bell on her like sword thing is because that's probably going to be related to her memory of the gift that the person she was crushing on gave her. Before, of course, he turned into a piece of shit and tried to use her as a human sacrifice to get himself to safety. But yeah, she really cherished that bell that he gave her. As far as she's concerned, I no longer exist. Even the Pragmatist, I would have done the same thing. However, the Pragmatist, she can no longer afford any oversights or miscalculations. With the tables so decisively turned, her objective has changed. Now she is in mortal peril. In the coming minutes, she will have laid her very existence on the line, not to kill, but to survive. Yeah, you're being hunted now, bitch.
私の今までの戦い、今までの贖罪は全て嘘だったと言いましたね、ノエル。言ったわ。何度だって言ってあげる。あなたは嘘つきで、本当のことなんて何一つなかったんだって。そうですね。私の心は嘘にまみれています。けれど消えないものもある。党の士気を助けたいという気持ちも、贖罪の名のもとに殺してきた犠牲者たちも、犯してしまった過去の罪も、決し私はそれを認めます。これから私が犯す命、私が残す憎しみを全て自分の罪だと認めます。あなたが私を殺すことを正当なものだと受け入れます。
Ever the lawful type Ciel is. Fair is fair.
何を当たり前のことを言ってるのよ。認めたからなんだっていうの。そんなことで自分が正しいだなんて言い張るつもり。
A wall of spikes takes form behind Noel's back, like a vampire's fangs, ready to sink into their prey.
いえ、善か悪かで言えば私は悪でしょう。ですが、悪だから良き生き方を望んではいけないかというのなら、それは間違いでした。だって、人間の善悪と人生の善悪は、悲しいほど違うものなんですから。
I guess that's true, yeah. Huh.
私のせいだと復讐に走るあなたの言い分は間違いであり正しい。ロアの転生を止めるという私の使命感も間違いであり正しい。今私たちは同じ境界に立っている。
You and I, we're the same. Let's take over the city. Oh, that's gonna prick a nerve right there. The same threshold, she says. They are both sinners, straddling the line between good and evil. On this battlefield, they are equals.
なら、後の計りは力で示すしかない。
And I am the fucking strong.
互いが間違いであるのなら、それぞれの正しさは互いの強さでしか測れない。
The seventh holy scripture clanks into position. Yeah, I was gonna use this on Shiki, but well, it seems like I'll have a use for this today. Ciel's eyes make it plain that she will say no more.
何それ。結局、強い方が正しいっていうわけ。ああ、本当に信じられない。最後の最後までムカつく女。
She doesn't understand. Ciel isn't saying that might makes right. She's saying they're both right, in their own way, but brute force is the only way left to make their cases. It's an apology for failing to apologize before things reach this point. But it falls on deaf ears.
開き直りやがって。それが不公平なんだって。何度も何度も言ってるじゃない。
Whoa! Bells tolled to announce the holy night. The executor meets them head on. The vampire can offer the executor no forgiveness. The executor can offer the vampire no salvation. With no recourse left but violence, their final battle begins. Oh god, that was loud. That's a lot of swords. Noel's spears streak towards her mark like shooting stars. Arena steel that will skewer anything in its path, even a foe with superhuman capabilities. She's using distance to her advantage. At range, her supremacy is beyond question. Or it would be if her foe were merely superhuman. But it's Ciel. That vast distance closes in an instant. The rain of steel clouding the sky shatters against an opponent who doesn't even deign to block. In the blink of an eye, the executor enters killing range. A wall of spikes deflects the bayonet's lethal tip, only to be blasted into shards of twisted scrap. This is the third time the same distance has played out. The same dance. Noel's resources are starting to run low. By contrast, her opponent is an implacable juggernaut, blazing with bottomless magical energy. You fucked! Wiping away tears of shame, Noel rallies herself. She knew it would be like this. Tormenting a sad little half-vampire was one thing, but her current opponent is a monster whom other monsters fear. Victory won't come easily. She knew this from the very beginning, and yet... It's useless! Each blow pushes her a little further backwards. Each class saps a little more of her strength. She can't take much more of this. Her only chance is to marshal all of her strength and kill her enemy right here, right this instant. One final move. She burns every last drop of her blood in her veins. She rains down spice until her reserves are dry. But her efforts beget only despair. Huh. I'll mention something later, but I kind of do wonder something about her age and her mental state. The Executor is unstoppable, invincible. She can find no openings to exploit, no weaknesses to give her cause for hope. It's to punish the woman who took everything from me. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it now, before it was too loud. But now that her body has regressed to the age about like 13 or 14, I wonder if her mental age has also regressed despite keeping all the same knowledge, because she's acting very, very, very like spontaneous and like she whines a lot, kind of like a kid would. But the thing is, she was kind of like that as an adult. So I'm honestly not sure if the mental age is going to be actually a factor, but she's just really unhinged. I wonder if part of that has to do with like the regression of her age. I'm really not sure. The vampire screams bitter venom. Don't care, but the Executor faces the accusations and cuts it down. For years, Noel has pursued her vendetta against Roa. If avenging those he killed was her only motive, it'd be fair to call her righteous. But her cause is tainted by self-indulgence, true? Deliberately tormenting dead apostles, playing judge, jury, and executioner for her victims. Her lust for pleasure has claimed 50 human lives. She has used her ends to justify deplorable means. And that is a far cry from just. All she has left is a single spear in her hand. She draws on her old skills with the halberd, the memento from a time she was human, to swing it with all her might. Ironically, at this final juncture, their battle has taken a familiar form. They have sparred like this many times over the years. That familiarity forces a momentary stalemate.
そうだ、倒れろ。お前なんか消えてなくなれ。そう。私はロアなんてどうでもよかった。この先ロアに食われる奴らなんて関係ないし、気にもならない。100%
indulgence now.
私の町を食い物にしたあんたを殺したかっただけなんだ。
That is the truth at the heart of her being. She cares not for the lives Ro might take, only for those he has already taken. And this is the result. Her desire have twisted her into a murderous abomination. Now she is no different from the very vampire she so despises. Bam! Slice. Well, I can't say she has no L's, only L's. A slash from the guillotine blade sends her flying. She slumps weakly to the ground, split from her shoulder to the hip. She plants her broken spear in the earth to keep her torso upright. The battle is over. The executor steadily advances her incapacitated foe.
吸血鬼になったことではなく、吸血鬼として行動したこと。それがあなたの間違いです。
Damn, look at this. Ciel has no chill.
使徒ノエル、弱き人々を守護する精霊と父の名において、あなたへの刑を代行します。
The words rouse her fading consciousness. She is no longer an executor, nor even a clergywoman. Only dead Apostle Noel. She looks down at herself as though surprised to find a vampire's failing body staring back. Did she just notice? Whether it's sadness or disbelief that courses through her, she cannot tell. Not now she has sold her mortality, but something burns in her veins. How did things end up this way? I'd always hated her, but I thought we had a truce. Maybe this was always coming, but it shouldn't have happened so soon. Something tells me that I should have had much further to go. So why did things come to a head now? Of course. What else? My rage could not be contained. I could have lived without forgiving her. If she just stayed the way she was, I might have settled for indifference. But not after that. Oh, hi, Dr. Rock.
ノエルちゃんってばものすっごい。よーし、サービスでもう一本あげちゃいましょう。あ、でもこれはシャレだから、追加で打つのはやめときなさいね。今ですら破裂寸前なんだもの。もう一つ上を目指すなんて、ほんと一瞬で溶けちゃうから。
Damn it. Dr. Rock probably gave her another syringe, like an extra, but because she's already taken 6 of them, I think, she's gonna blow. So she's gonna use this as a final suicide attempt. Yeah. Oh. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Noel is seized by a grotesque metamorphosis. I see that they had to darken it because it is, seizure warning. A newborn star flares into being, explodes, and condenses into a galaxy, all within her chest. An internal transformation on a cosmic scale. Her own body is the first thing to shatter as her curse tears through it. But in that moment, she finds joy. Now, at last, she is her enemy's equal. Holy shit! Oh, she got injected with an idea blood. I guess another one. I thought she already I don't really understand how idea bloods work. I thought all of them were idea bloods. But yeah, she is, she's shattering. Oh shit. Yeah, I think that's the end of Noel.
そんなものを打ち込むなんて、ノエル。うるさい。うるさい。うるさ
Whoa, what stuff is happening?
痛い助けてシエル助けてうるさいお前なんかに助けられるかこんなひどい痛いどうして
Yeah, this is the end of Noel. Her candle is all but burnt out. She blindly lashes out again and again, each strike the executioner's match.
なんでよ演技のままならよかったのにいつもの非人間のままなら私だって許せたのに
Damn, look at the colors. They're going wild. Oh, my eyes.
吸血鬼を狩るだけの戦うだけのエンジンならよかったのに本当に心から尊敬していたのに
Even looked up. Oh my god. That sounds not
なんで
right.
こんなところで私を置いてただの人間に戻っちゃったのよ
Is that right? Why did you leave me behind? It sounds a little different, but oh god. Oh man, this looks kind of gruesome. She launches her final blow, even as her body breaks. A killing thrust born of all her newfound strength. Faced with the sum of Noel's entire being, Ciel brings her barrel to bear and readies her stake driver. For a moment, she is tempted to surrender to the encroaching spear, the primal scream of Noel's soul. Oh, similar to how she kind of just took the knife from Shiki. Then she hardens her heart and annihilates her foe. Ooh. The stake driver obliterates Noel's core. Her spear falls to the ground with a clang. She stretches the bloodstained hand towards nothingness, grasping for someone she could never reach. Her whisper belongs not to an executor, not to a vampire, but to a young girl curled up, scared and alone in Chapel Hall.
お父さんを返せ。お母さんを返せ。
I think her mental age did regress. Yeah.
私の人生を返せ。
The disintegration reaches her torso as her flesh crumbles and darkness closes in.
お願い返して。
She leaves behind one final wish, left unspoken for 13 years. Oh man, I feel really bad for Noel, but she's also done so much shit. After seeing like the past, you can really see how she turned out how she did. She wanted to kill vampires to essentially make it so that I guess I don't know what's the right word, but to make it so that she can get her own revenge against, I guess, Roa or Ciel? I'm not exactly sure, but people who would do this kind of thing to just ruin so many people's lives. And she just wasn't that great at it, so she had to struggle so much. And it just frustrated her that Ciel, someone who was literally the person behind killing her entire town, is also just extremely skilled and, you know, very high up the ladder. But man, I feel really bad for her, but once again, doesn't really justify all the shit that she's done. Silence returns to the ruined crater. Ciel remains where she stands, head bowed. She never pulled her trigger. The girl's body turned to ash and scattered on the wind before her stake driver could finish its work. Ah, yeah, you only hear the pierce, but you didn't hear the loud thunk that usually happens when she uses a stake. She does not let go of her weapon, does not relax her shoulders with a sigh, does not turn up to face me as I draw up by her side. All she does is whisper 7 simple words.
5年間はちょっと長かったですね。
A brief soliloquy delivered in colorless tone, belying the horror of the ordeal she just witnessed. 5 years. What was 5 years? Mention... I don't know.
先輩。
基本的に私たち代行者のチームというのは1年も続かないんです。任務中にどちらかが死ぬか、生還しても引退させられるのが常ですから。
5 years was the amount of time she spent with Noel as partners, as an executor. I see.
だから代行者はこういうことに慣れているんです。どちらかが吸血鬼に落ちたら変わる前に殺してほしいとか、ほんとよくある約束で、任務前には冗談半分、本音半分で言い合ったりするチームばっかりで。
先輩。
だから何でもないことで、特に悲しむことでもない。
I don't believe that for a second.
ノエルは吸血鬼になって、人間社会にとって害悪になった。
What of? She was a menace to humanity.
精神的な問題ではなく、構造的な問題です。彼女はもう、人間を殺さなければ生きていけない体になっていた。彼女は身体能力も精神強度も並だったから、当然の結果とも言えます。むしろ、5年もよく続けられたものです。
Yeah, I think this is the thing that broke her. She wasn't gifted in any way, and in order to like maintain or being Ciel's partner as well as just not essentially, I don't want to say climbing up the ladder, but to survive in the church, she had to. We saw her in the other route and even this one how desperate she was to survive, and by sucking up to people, and it just like she brow nosed so much. Man.
先輩。
あのことは教会で再会しました。ちょっと驚きました。だって私より年上になってたんですよ。修道院に引き取られて5年かけてやっと代行者になった。でもお世辞にも優秀とは言えなくて、いつも死にそうな顔をしてすぐにリタイアしそうだった。その度に私に会いに来ては言いたい放題言って元気になるんです。呆れます。それから2年経って私たちはチームになりました。ちょっとした失敗で司祭様の不況を買った彼女が泣く泣く私を頼ってきたんです。自分を弟子にしてほしい。鋼鉄から守ってほしいって。彼女からすれば死ぬほど嫌な選択でしょうけど、生き残るにはそれしかなかった。
Yeah, that also sounds like Noel.
私は埋葬機関にスカウトされた後だったので、それなりに権限がありましたから。足手まといになると分かっていたけど、彼女を弟子として迎え入れました。それからずっと、任務以外では口を聞かない関係のまま、5年間が過ぎました。
先輩。
正直、肩の荷が下りました。あの子はとても生き残れなかったし、欲望を抑えるのが下手だった。こうなるのは目に見えていたんです。だから、私と組まなければ、あの子はもっと早く代行者なんかやめられて。
いいんだ。謝っていいんだよ、先輩。
Aww. She gasps sharply. Her formidable aura wavers for a moment. But that's all. She stays facing away, holding back her feelings with all her might.
ごめんなさい。あなたに何も返してあげられなかった。
Soundlessly, voicelessly, tearlessly, she weeps. Honestly, that was probably the best send-off that could have been given to Noel. Very tragic, but I called out to her once more, I know I should wait until she's ready, but I can't bear to leave her alone any longer.
そろそろ行こう。秋でも夜は冷えるんだし、そんな薄着じゃ風邪をひきます。
So here's the question now. The core problem still isn't resolved. Shiki's still probably gonna turn in a few hours. What do we do? Seems like Noel's got her last goodbye. I think she's kind of out of the story now, but you still have a lot of problems. She nods, takes a deep breath, then turns to look at me with a forced smile.
はい。ご迷惑をおかけしました。私はこの通り元気なので、風邪なんてひきま。
Don't lie.
トーノくん、何ですかその体。
I'm probably missing like an arm. It's probably in the process of regenerating. She dashes up to me to inspect my left arm. I almost black out as she touches my wounds. With everything that's happened, I forgot my arm was shredded to bits.
治療、すぐに治療します。
If you healed me with church magic, it might hurt me even more.
ああ、でも、首都化しているなら、秘跡は逆効果だから、
Yeah.
この場合はどうすれば。
She continues to fuss over my arm. It still hurts, but it's 1,000 times better than watching her force a smile.
いいですよ。無理に治さなくて。放っておく分には痛みはないし、栄養を取れば治ってくれそうです。まだ半分は人間ですから。
Give me food, please. The curry bread.
ああ、そうなんですか。じゃあ、私からの魔力供給なんかより、ご飯の方が効果的ですよね。
Mana transfer, you say.
ええ、きっと。だから早く帰りましょう。先輩のアパートなら食べ物はあるでしょう。ほら、作り置きのカレーとか。
She looks so offended. Man, I love her. At last, everything's back to normal. Now that our long night is at an end, we can... Mario? I'm really surprised Mario didn't show up at all.
トーノくん
Damn it, he always picks the worst times to butt in. Or maybe he just couldn't keep quiet any longer. The moment I let myself relax, my headache comes back with a vengeance.
ごめん、先輩。俺、歩けそうになくて。情けないけど、先輩の部屋まで肩を貸して。
情けなくなんかないです。無理をせず、頭痛に耐えることだけに集中してください。
She slips around to my right side and props me up.
ごめんなさい。抱えてあげたいのは山々なんですけど、私も荷物があって。もう、こんな時にセブンは起きもしないんですから。
Wait, gone to sleep? Like computer, like kind of tones out that kind of sleep, or it's like a living thing and it's like. I guess she's talking about her gun. Weapons in one hand and me on the other, Ciel starts to ascend the debris. At this point, I just want to black out, but I can't afford to lose consciousness yet. If I do, there's no guarantee I'll wake. And besides, I have more to say to Ciel. I have to keep being me, at least until dawn comes. I wonder if he can do it. Because, yeah, I don't know. And so, the battle over Roa's host comes to an end. Oh shit. She's still here. I thought they wrote you out of the story, man. I didn't expect this. For tonight anyway, but Shiki Tohno will last until tomorrow. He will not succumb to Roa so easily. Huh. I wonder why that's the thing, like why Shiki's able to last another day. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it's because he has Noel's support. Or not Noel, sorry. Ciel's support. He feels like he can keep going. Bathed in the light of the moon, she looks on from afar.
変な邪魔が入ったけど、結局あいつの独り勝ちか。
If you think about it, that is true.
ほんと、どこまでも目障りな女。いつも私の気を逆なでるんだもの。邪魔者は大小様々だけど、間違いなく大きい方の邪魔者ね。
He's like, I'll show you who best girl is. Are you ready, Ciel? The one in white watches the two figures vanish from view down below, a grin blossoming on her lips. Shiki Tohno and the executor, sorry. Her warm smile and cold malice are directed at both of them. Ooh. The last time we did see Arcueid was when Shiki was like, "Stop it, Arcueid. If you do this, I'm not gonna like you no more." And then she just kind of bounced.
おっかねえ独り言はそこまでだ。
I'm like, oh, Mario's here, but his line, enough of that rooftop monologuing out of you. Oh man, they actually do that a lot.
さっきを抑えろよ吸血鬼。その辺にしておかねえと、この辺りのカラスがストレスで全滅するぞ。
Not that it matters. The top of the building teems with movement. The vampire stands on the edge, the blonde boy behind her. But they are far from the only ones here tonight. Countless executors lie in wait, dressed in battle garb. Really? And none of them decide to fucking help? Even now, their numbers grow. Lurking in the shadows or perched atop of nearby buildings, they await their orders. Their presence is so blatant as to leave their purpose beyond question. They are here to surround and subdue the vampire in white. Oh, you sure that's gonna work, bud?
マリオ、私、一度忠告したわよね。
ああ、してやがったな。なんでこっちも本気でやる。俺も後がないんでな。使徒になっちまった部下を放置してでも、こっちに戦力を集中させた。あれは俺の責任だ。悔やんでも悔やみきれねえ。せめてその代償に、あんたにはここで一旦消えてもらう。
Damn, he even admits that, like, yeah, I couldn't control my workers, my employees. I kind of fucked that up. That's on me. But I'm still gonna do this thing. Every word he said is true. Over the 30 executors are positioned around the rooftop, each one equipped with holy relics and conceptual weapons designed to counter a true ancestor. This is a force assembled to exterminate Arcueid, not powerful enough to overwhelm her, but enough force arrayed to equal her. If it comes to battle, they will likely annihilate each other, leaving Mario the sole survivor. She can see that as clearly as he.
お見事。昔からきちんと計算するのよね。この町に来る前の私なら、微笑みの一つでも送っていたかも。
Oh, she's changed?
やめてくれ、縁起が悪い。そもそもあんたが笑うことなんてなかっただろう。
Oh, that's not true.
たく、異常すぎるぜ今回のあんたは。
She's thirsty for Shiki.
大体、なんでロアを殺しに行かなかった？あいつがロアの逃避先だって分かってたんだろ。
Because she's thirsty for Shiki.
ダメよ。今だとシエルが邪魔するでしょ。あいつがいるうちは我慢しなくちゃ。私、ことはできるだけ穏便に、おしとやかに済ませたいの。
Yeah, because if I see her, I'm gonna kill her and Shiki won't like me no more.
おしとやかってどういう意味だ？
人間らしいって意味。シエルと戦い出したら私、楽しくなりすぎて町の人間をみんな殺してしまうと思うの。
Oh, the living nuke.
ほら、そうなったら、シキに嫌われてしまうでしょ。
That is actually the reason. Holy shit. I don't like you no more. No. Mario's like, whoa, really? What the fuck? The air seems to freeze. This is no longer the woman Mario once knew, nor is it the creature of impulse he encountered days prior. This is something utterly alien. A cruel goddess who would dash to pieces those who displeased her.
おい。
The fuck? I know. That's what I said.
でも、その前にこっちが先ね。
Uh-oh.
あなたがいるとロアを生かそうとするし、何よりシエルの味方をされたら面倒だし。小さい方の邪魔者はここで蹴散らしておきましょうか。
A phantom flower blooms in the moonlight. On Mario's command, the platoon of executors leap into action. Their crosshairs converge on the pale vampiress. But were she the woman Mario anticipated, she would have died right there. But she is not. And with crimson eyes, she scatters. Keep making that mistake. Scatters them. The route is precise. The executors drop one by one. No blood soils the concrete. With an invisible force, she momentarily stops their hearts, rendering them unconscious but unharmed. Wow, she's really trying not to kill anyone so Shiki doesn't hate her. Whoa! In the blink of an eye, the battle's over, and the vampire turns to the young boy. Oh boy, you're next.
ああ、でもあなたは別よ、ベスティーノ。指導者として少しは血を流しなさい。
Oh, Noel bled a lot. Ugh. Boy! Blood explodes from the blonde boy's four limbs. He slumps like a marionette with his strings cut. Very apt. He is the string marionette guy. With his forehead drooping to the ground, he almost looks to be begging.
そうなってやがる。吸血衝動で弱ってるんじゃねえのかてめえ。
I am. I'm just really, really thirsty.
もちろん。乾いて乾いてどうかしそう。
Oh my god. Oh my god. It writes itself, man. I'm not gonna say.
ドアに盗まれた私の一部を取り戻さないとこのまま壊れてしまうぐらい。
Oh, I'm gonna break.
だから一刻も早く式を取り戻さなくっちゃ。
取り戻す。何土地狂ってんだてめえ。
Oh. Oh. Is she gonna suck Shiki's blood this time? And like suck the roar out of it? I don't know.
あのガキの中にはロアがいる。あのガキだってお前の敵じゃねえか。
式がロアであることに何か問題があるの？
As the boy's mouth gapes, he finally puts his finger on the source of his unease. A true ancestor using their power indiscriminately is certainly a threat, but not an unknown quantity. He himself once helped subdue a low-ranking true ancestor who succumbed to their vampiric impulses. This, however, is unprecedented. Arcueid has suffered an unthinkable malfunction. The most powerful vampire has broken in the most dangerous possible way. Love sickness.
これは運命なんだわ。
Oh my god. She's so hot.
必要なものと欲しいものが同じになるなんて。こんなに嬉しいことがあるなんて私は今まで知らなかった。
Drunk on infatuation, the woman in white looks to the sky. She stretches out her hand as though to grasp the moon.
ロアの逃げ先が式でよかった。それって心身ともに彼は私のものってことでしょ。
Oh shit, she's gonna go full yandere. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh. I was thinking like this problem isn't solved yet. No, I guess Noel's the final boss. No, think again. In the throes of bloodlust, she has never looked more love-struck. Shit. Oh my god. She's so crazy, man. We make it back to Ciel's apartment without turning any heads. Apparently, Ciel keeps a simple glamour on herself to divert people's attention, so as long as I'm with her, there's no danger of being noticed. I knew vampires could do some crazy things, but I guess the church isn't far behind. We make our way inside. Only 10 days have passed since I first came here, but that evening feels like a lifetime ago. Oh yeah, it takes several days for me to go through one day.
どうぞ。狭苦しいところですが楽にしてください。
Can I take the bed again? No, I'm just kidding.
はい。ではお邪魔します。
Even after everything that's happened, I still feel self-conscious about coming to a girl's house late at night.
頭痛はどうですか？
It freaking hurts!
ここなら少しは緩和されるはずなんですが。
Oh! Huh? My headache died down the moment I entered the apartment. It hasn't disappeared completely, but it's much more bearable. So, I wonder what that is.
すごい、めちゃくちゃ楽になった。さすが先輩、本当何でもできるんですね。
それは良かったです。私の知識もたまには人の役に立てるんですね。
So what can you do, and what did you do, and how can you improve it so I can keep doing this? She smiles in relief, but her expression remains drawn.
遠野くんはそこにいてください。ご飯温めてきます。
She listlessly retreats to the kitchen. I hope it won't be long before she's back wait a minute. Back to normal?
先輩、ちょっと待って。
はい？何かリクエストですか？
Would you like curry or curry?
ご飯を大盛りに？それともルーを2倍ですか？
She's got a full menu all planned out. Is she making up for the convenience store food she served last time? I guess it's better not to ask. Anyway, there's something more important on my mind.
着替えないんですか？
I'm gonna sleep like this.
その服、なんていうか。
Oh no, Shiki's thirsty now. Threatening maybe, or enticing. She's got that pose too.
おかしいですか？
いえ、文句なしで似合ってます。そこは自信を持ってください。ただ、つい廃墟で追いかけられたことを思い出しそうになるというか。
No, run for it. It might be the start of a deep-seated trauma, if I'm being honest. Oh, okay.
そうですよね。失礼しました。
Oh, is it the return of the Ciel PJs?
ご飯の前に着替えるのが先ですよね。
She bolts into the bathroom like a frightened rabbit. I guess she realized what's going through my head. After we polish off an intriguing dinner, you have to phrase it that way. It was interesting. Ciel insists on tending to my arm, or at least make it look more presentable. Just a splint and a bandage makes a world of difference.
それで、先輩。俺はこれからどうすればいいのかな？
I mean, this ending, Shiki still technically killed someone, right? As Roa. He's went out several times. If we consult the church, we might uncover a way to restrain Roa.
まずは遠野くんの中のロアを一時的に沈静化させます。
Ah, okay, so that's another reason. Ciel's doing something to contain Roa for a little bit longer. That's why Shiki's not turning today. And for some reason, Arcueid knew this. Okay, I'll buy that. Because she literally provided proof when we entered the room. We were like, whoa, I feel great.
この部屋は簡易的な聖域になっていますから、とりあえずここにこもっている限り危険はないはずです。
Stay here for the rest of your life. I'll take care of you.
ですね。頭もヒリヒリするぐらいでめまいも起こらないし、高揚感に襲われることもないし。でもそれは一時的なもので、万全ではない。
はい。あくまでロアを沈静化させているだけですから、根本的な解決にはなっていません。加えてロアの意識は日に日に増大していくものです。この部屋もいずれ意味をなさなくなる。ですから、その前にロアを消し去る方法を見つけ出します。先ほども言いましたが、法王朝に戻れば何らかの手段があるはずなんです。だって13年前とは違う。私というサンプルがあったのですから、彼らが天聖体とロアの魂を切り離す研究をしていないはずがない。
You know what? Maybe. At the very least, it makes sense for her to believe that they might have a reason or a method of separating Roa from Shiki, because they've studied her for so long.
じゃあ、本当にうまくすれば、ロアを切り離せる。
At the very least, it's worth asking.
ですが、仮にその手段が確立されていたとしても、あなたを待っているのは地獄かもしれない。
Well, if Roa takes over me, I'm going to hell anyways.
その術式が私一人で扱えるものならまだいい。けれど、もし本国でなければ行えないものなら。
シエル先輩だけじゃなく、俺も教会に行かなくちゃいけないってことですね。
はい。彼らから見れば、私もあなたも異端者です。人並みの扱いはされないでしょう。
That is true.
遠野くんの場合、目のことさえ黙っていれば普通の男の子ですから、私のように研究材料として扱われることはないでしょうけど。
Oh, experimentation. Fuck. So I was about to say, like, it's kind of interesting to finally see, like, the church be quote unquote good. I guess in this route, especially since we're working with Ciel, we are kind of working with the church, I guess. but they're definitely, I guess they're lawful, but they're so morally gray. I don't even know if I would say they're lawful good.
それでもすごく痛い。
どうでしょう。痛みや耐性を測る手術ではありませんから、麻酔ぐらいは使うと思いますが。
Better than for me.
まあ、そのあたりは立ち会う人間の趣味ですね。異常性癖者でないことを祈ってください。
You got, Noel's, actually I don't know where I was going with this. I'll just say you got Noel. She's got very interesting taste, and I remember she's dead. Unusual taste. I bite back a really bad joke. We'll make him taste like mapo tofu. Sorry, wrong taste. She has a real talent for saying the wildest things with the straightest face. She probably doesn't even realize it.
問題は過程ではなく結果です。教会でも治療ができなかった場合、遠野くんは吸血種として扱われてしまうんです。
Exercise.
そうなってしまったら、あなたは私と同じ扱いを受けることになる。死んだ方がマシな扱いをされてしまう。
Aw, she.
だから。
Another reason she wants to end my life before I could transform into Roa. Then and now, her goal is to save me from a lifetime of agony. Only this time, she's not sure her solution is the right one.
いいですよ、先輩。それが一番確実なら、どこにだって行きます。この部屋だってずっと安全なわけでもないんでしょう。どんな結果になっても先輩に文句は言わないし、誰にも文句は言わせません。
いえ、たとえ何を敵に回そうとも、誰にも遠野くんを傷つけさせない。それだけは信じてください。
Well, I guess you're gonna have to take on Arcueid. Oh, man.
もちろん、先輩が大好きですから。
Aww. But there's one thing I can trust, is that Ciel will always be on my side. All I'm worried about right now is the passports and travel fares. I don't know, man. I feel like now we definitely have Ciel on our side. We kind of thought that before, and then Shiki confided in Ciel, and she was like, "Oh, time to die." But once again, she was doing it for the greater good, so I'm not too surprised. But now that we've essentially saved her from herself, I think she's definitely always gonna be pro Shiki.
どちらにせよ、遠野くんはしばらくここで待機です。その間、私はこの国の支部に出向して、本国と渡りをつけます。なんとか1週間以内に話をつけますから。
A week?
それまで一人で待っていてください。
Nah, fam, that ain't happening.
ちょっと待って。先輩の部屋に一人で何日も泊まり込むんですか？俺。
ですね。遠野くんの命がかかっているんですから、それぐらい我慢してください。
Teeny weensy apartment. Wait, where does Noel stay? How's her place now? I don't know.
妹さんに連絡を入れるぐらいはいいですけど、あんまり事情は説明しないでくださいね。
So allow me to explain. Kohaku attacked me first, I swear.
いや、この部屋に不満があるんじゃなくて、むしろ逆なんですけど。
She may be unconscious in my room, but
先輩がいいならいいです。
I don't know, man. At least she's not dead. And not a zombie. The important thing is that I know what I'm doing next. I just need to stay put and wait for Ciel. As long as I can fend off Roa until then, I'll be okay. There's just one thing left to discuss.
俺の話はこれで済みました。次は先輩の番です。
Something I care about far more than my own petty problems. Petty? Bro.
私の番ですか？
はい。何もかもうまくいって、何もかも終わった後の話です。
Hey, you wanna go out?
ロアが消えて体が元に戻ってたら、先輩は俺と付き合ってください。
He actually said.
もちろん恋人としてですよ。ちゃんと学校も卒業してくれないと嫌です。二人で青春を謳歌しましょう。
He's committed. He's committing.
恋人って慎んで受けじゃなくて、なんか性格変わってませんか、遠野くん。すごく動物的なような。
I'm just saying. Technically grooming. She's supposed to be like 25. 25 or 26. And he's like 17.
もともとこういう性格です。やりたいことはやります。とにかく先輩は俺と一緒にいてください。今まで頑張ったんだから、ちょっとぐらい普通の生活をするべきなんです。それと死にたいと思うのもなしです。それだけは絶対になしですから。
I was thinking, like, technically Arcueid's doing the same thing, but like Arcueid is only awake for certain periods of time. I don't know how much she's actually experienced, but then again, I think Ciel's actually the same way because she's been in like I think after she initially died when she was 13, I think, she actually was like unconscious for a very long time, basically in a coma, right? And then she just kind of woke up for, I think it was like 5 years. I might be remembering this wrong, but maybe she is like mentally 18 years old as well. 18, 17, around Shiki's age. I'd feared as much. Her heart is still mired in guilt. She only came this far chasing a single hope, that once she kills Roa, she'll finally be able to die. Without that, she could never have endured it for so long. But I can't watch her live like that any longer.
ダメですよ。
Her voice instantly douses my excitement. She sounds like she's on the verge of tears.
遠野くんの言いたいことはわかります。私も安易に死を望むことはもうありません。彼女を殺した以上、自分のために死ぬことはできません。でも、それと私のあり方は別問題です。
That is fair. Yeah.
私はロアとして多くの人間を殺しました。その罪の清算が残っています。たとえ不死身で亡くなっても、私は最後まで償わなければいけません。いえ、償いたいんです。
It's all about atonement. She stopped dedicating herself to dying, only to dedicate herself to saving others instead. What did Emiya Shiro say? Iron is my blood or something. When will she learn to think about herself? She started to act like she finally understood, but I knew better. She's never had a clue.
それはそれでいいと思いますよ。
Keep living. You can keep atoning, but just atone with me because I want to be your boyfriend.
先輩は一生償えばいい。もう納得するまで償ってください。それと同時並行で自分の幸せを求めてください。だいたいブローブの時からそうだったし。
True.
先輩はブローブが憎いんじゃなくて、人間として当たり前の義務として戦っていた。そのあたりからして考えが真っ当なんです。
She was nothing like me, with my single-minded focus on killing. However powerful she became, whatever hardships she had to endure, she's only ever lived to serve the greater good.
でもそれは、私にはそれしかできないから。
何言ってるんですか。あれだけ学校で人気者だったくせに。戦うことしかできないなんて笑わせないでください。
Give yourself a little credit, some extra credit.
いいですか。先輩は普通の生活だってできるんです。でもそれだけじゃ物足りない。あなたは欲張りだから全部解決したがってるだけなんです。自分の過去も未来も半端にはできない。だからいっつも貧乏くじを引いていいように利用されるんですよ。
そんなことはありません。私、そこまでお人よしではありませんから。
You kind of are.
なら、ちょっとは悪いことをしましょう。先輩には両立できるだけの素質も努力もあるんだから、続けたいんなら続ければいいんです。そうしていれば、いつか。
Akiha is also pretty talented and hardworking. So is Kohaku. I don't know much about Hisui. Hisui kind of keeps to herself. Maybe someday she'll be able to seek her own happiness, even if she can't forgive herself. One day, the gratitude of those she saved will lift her up more than her regrets weigh her down. It might take years, it might take decades, but I can't imagine any greater joy than being by her side when that day comes. Aww, that's so
とに
cute.
かく、先輩が楽しくやっていける時だって来ると思います。それを自分から切り捨てるのはやめてください。
そうでしょうか。 それは夜に虹がかかるような話だと思います。
I was like, what's a midnight rainbow? And then I was like, I don't think rainbows can happen at midnight. And I was like, oh, that's what she's trying to say. It sounds impossible.
夜に虹？
お父さんの口癖です。私たちの町の例え話。
Oh, this is a interesting face. She's very melancholic.
起きては欲しいけど、起きるはずのない出来事をそう言っていたんです。虹は太陽の可視光が分かれて見えるものですから。昔の人はそんな仕組みは知らなかったでしょうけど。
I don't think I get it.
いえ、何でもありません。
Science,
ありがとう、
man,
トーノくん。
science.
あなたにそう言ってもらえるのは本当に嬉しいです。でも、やっぱりダメですよ。私はもう学生には戻れないし、トーノくんの恋人になんてなれません。私はあなたを騙して、助けを求めてきたあなたを殺すところでした。あれだけのことをして、今さら。
I mean, now that it's all out in the open, we can start fresh.
そんなこと気にしてたんですか、先輩は。
そんなことじゃないです。思い出すたびに死にたくなります。っていうか死にます。
No, you can't think of death. Not anymore. Jeez, what's the big deal? Everything worked out in the end. The female mind really is a mystery.
大丈夫。俺は気にしてませんから。先輩も気にしなくていいよ。ほら、好きな人に追いかけられるっていうのも貴重な経験だったしさ。
Arcueid's like, what? Alright, here I go, Shiki. So I cracked a joke in an attempt to put her at ease. Ciel remained stubbornly silent. Tears glistened in her eyes, and the tips of her ears are reddening. I can't see that actually.
何より今夜の先輩かっこよかったし。
It was pretty cool.
いつもの制服も包囲姿もいいけど、ここぞという時に特別な服装で決めてくるとか反則です。
Whoops. I kind of want to. Okay, I keep missing it by accident. I do kind of want to hear that line though.
あんなの誰だって惚れ直します。
Yeah, I fell in love with you all over again. She's still not speaking, but she does glance my way.
あとは、そうだ。メガネをかけてないとイメージ変わるんですね。キリッとして、なんだか年上みたいに見えました。
But you gotta keep them on where glasses matching, you know?
みたいじゃなくて年上です。そりゃ、あの時から体は成長してませんけど。
何ですと？
Come again. Hold up. I think I just heard something explosive. Something with explosive implications. Oh, is he finally realizing? So I should probably just ignore it. Never ask a woman her age, but I don't need gold. I need to know. Okay, it seems like we're about to get another dead end actually. For quite a while. She must mean since she turned into Rohan and was killed by Arcueid. Collating this with other available data reveals...
先輩、12歳の時からそんなスタイルなのか？
I knew she was part French, but that's just crazy. Yeah. That is true. I thought she stopped aging after she woke up, but come to think of it, yeah. You'd have to stop aging at 13, and she already. I know, like you know, puberty, you know, is a thing. But we actually, now come to think of it, we did see her as Roa Ciel, and she was already very I don't want to say this. It's gonna sound so sus. But she was already looking the way she does now. That's how I'll say it.
人より早熟だったんです。それに目覚めてから少しは成長しましたから、絶対
Stop it. I distinctly recall Noel saying that Ciel hasn't aged in 5 years, but I can tell that I'm gonna get an earful if I don't stop now. Better drop the subject.
でもほら、くぐってきた修羅場が違いますもんね。先輩は吸血鬼退治のプロフェッショナルなわけだし、俺は吸血鬼になりかけなんだから、先輩が非常に徹したのは当然というか。
Uh-oh. He's gone fully unresponsive. I fumbled for a way to salvage the conversation, but come up short.
参りました。先輩、何か言ってください。それとも、俺なんかとは話したくない。
I can't believe it didn't even occur to me. I was like, oh, she probably stopped aging when she was like 18, 19 or something. She swallows hard. Then I look as though she's about to burst into tears.
バカ。
Her voice is quiet and I can barely hear it.
遠野くんはバカです。
Actually, now on the flowchart, where are we? Oh, okay. I guess we progressed. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go back and see what happens.
何ですと?
Okay, if I do silence is golden, I'll just let it go. I'm dying to ask, but I'm not sure this is a good time to TCL. As much as it pains me, I have to let it go.
遠野くんは
Okay.
バカです。
I actually do like the other one more because it is funny. So I'm gonna reload that one.
遠野
Alright,
くん
back
は
here.
バカです。
You're dummy for the third time, Tohno.
私は遠野くんが思っているような人間じゃないのに、どうしてそんなに私に優しくできるんですか？そんな資格、私にはありはしないのに。
資格なんて俺にだってなかったですよ。でも、そんなものは必要ないって笑い飛ばしてくれたのは先輩です。
In this very room, in fact. In the hours after I killed Arcueid, when all I could think about was suicide, it was Ciel who saved me. Ciel and no one else.
そうでした。先輩、俺は先輩の罪なんて知りません。それは俺には関われないことです。俺は先輩が好きだから、先輩を愛しているからここにいるんです。あなたがどんな人間でも構わない。先輩とシエルとずっと一緒にいたいから幸せになってほしいんです。
遠野くん、今。
なんで、もう先輩が何を言おうと騙されませんから。こうなったら地獄の底までついていって無理やり笑わせます。
And you know how far he went for Arcueid just to see her smile in the other ending.
だからほら、先輩にとっては迷惑だろうけど、たちの悪い後輩に捕まったと思っていい加減降参してください。
I know I'm annoying. It's that goddamn smile. I hold out a hand and wait for her reply. If this is what it takes for her to give me a straight answer, so be it. Hook, line, and sinker.
しょうのない後輩ですね。聞いているこっちの方が恥ずかしくなるなんて想定外もいいところです。
She extends her hand to take mine. She doesn't shake it this time, but gently interlaces her finger with mine. It's probably what would have been the H scene in the original game.
先輩、それじゃあ。
はい、お言葉をお受けします。自信はありませんけど、遠野くんといるときは自分から諦めることはしないと誓い
Seems
ま
like
す。
a very romantic moment.
これからは恋人同士なわけですし。
Yeah, baby. Ciel steps closer, drawing our hands to her chest, and looks up at me as she stammers out her reply.
でも、これだけは先輩として言わせてください。ですね、遠野くんの10倍、いえ、100倍以上、私の方が大好きですから。
She prods me in the chest, sporting her most devilish smile yet. Ah, he's got that smile. I'm a little scared, but I'm glad she's back to normal. It's a relief to finally have cleared the air. My mind is at peace, as though I'm back to the tea ceremony room. I feel fulfilled. Well, almost. It's hard not to feel nervous with her standing so close and looking so vulnerable. And I'm realizing it smells awfully nice in here. Oh, fuck, what's happening? I spin around to find a clock hanging on the wall. Both his hands are pointing squarely at 12.
もうこんな時間だったんだ。
はい、夜明けまであとちょっとしかないですね。
We stare at each other awkwardly. Screw this, life's too short for us to beat around the bush. Someone's got to do something. Alright, I'm gonna say it. Here goes nothing.
先輩ベッドを使いましょう
Oh, share your bed. Take the... They had different thoughts. Tick tock goes a clock on the wall. I'm too embarrassed to look at Ciel in the eyes. Her expression just now was too adorable for words. Apparently, she feels the same. A minute passes in silence as we watch each process what the other said. And then simultaneously burst into laughter.
じゃあ今度は床に寝るのはなしでベッドは一つしかありませんから一緒に寝るしかないですね
Okay, so I thought Shiki was like, let's do it. And Ciel was like, you can have the bed, I'll sleep on the floor. But no, they both meant the same thing.
なるほど
No other choice.
それでは私先にシャワーを浴びてきます
Ciel practically sprints into the bathroom. I can't help but grin as I watch her go. Though there's a ticking time bomb called Ro inside me, worry is the furthest thing from my mind. Perhaps that's wrong with me, but it's the honest truth. The person I thought I lost so many times before is back for good. As long as she's with me, I feel like everything will turn out just fine. Wait, I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. The last time he thought this, it did not turn out just fine with Arcueid. I held her close once, back in the dark of the ruins. All I wanted then was to console her. But this time is different. This time, I can hold her with my whole heart. And maybe, if I hold her close enough, I'll forget that we'll have to go our separate ways when morning comes. Fade to black. I think that's the end of the day, the end of the chapter. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh. The night passes in the blink of an eye. Ciel and I are wide awake, staring at the ceiling.
夜は絶対に眠っちゃいけません逆に日中なら眠っていいですよロアは吸血種ですから朝になれば鎮静化します
Oh, and she kept him up all night, I'm sure. Thank God, I'm almost 2 full days without sleep. I couldn't have taken much more. We talked about other things too. Like, what would happen if I end up having to go to the church in person?
そもそもどんなに手続きをして許可を取っても吸血鬼なら門前払いを受けるんじゃないですか
それは大丈夫です
Oh, she's in her snuggies!
遠野くんは血を吸ってもいなければ人を殺してもいないでしょ吸血鬼になりかけていても無実なんですから
I think he
裏口からなら
has...
そろっと入れます
With the gaps in my memory, can I say that for sure? Let alone after what I did to her, to Kohaku.
だから記憶はないんでしょならやっぱり潔白です精神面での話ではなく現実のお話として
自分の記憶がないのに何もしていないと断言できるんですか
Oh, you would act differently if you remembered.
はい実際に行為に及んでいる記憶がないのならあなたは罪を犯していないいいですか遠野くん転生体の意識とロアの意識は同じなんですたとえロアの意識が上回って行動した時があっても自分のしたことは必ず記憶しています
But he did kill someone.
殺害の記憶がないというのは何よりも確かな無罪証明なんです
Unless we're suggesting that someone else killed, like the random... I'm pretty sure in one of the flowcharts, in one of the nights, Shiki actually went out and killed someone. Like here too, right? I'm starving, but I'm a hopeless cook. I'll eat out tonight. I'm pretty sure he killed someone in that one. Or maybe even like this one. Yeah, I don't know. Even as I sigh with relief, I realize again how heavy a burden she bears. Whatever Roa does with your body, you'll remember it. That can only mean she's had to look every last one of her sins in the eye. The sky grows lighter outside the window. Soon it'll be time. I listen silently as Ciel talks. If I open my mouth, I'll end up asking her to stay. So instead, I soak in all I can of her breath and her warmth and her touch. Clothing rustles in the darkened room. The sky is still a deep indigo when Ciel slips out of bed and puts on her habit. I study her profile from under the covers.
時間ですね。遠野くんをポケットにしまえたら一緒にいられるのに。
We can't be together every moment of the day. This isn't the first time we've said goodbye. I'm sure it won't be the last. If we can't find any solutions at the church, we'll have to deal with Ro ourselves. Worst comes to worst, I'd rather she be the one to...
死なせません。あなたは絶対に死なせない。ロアなんかに遠野くんは渡さない。私があなたを守ります。必ず。だから、そんなこと言わないでください。
言ってないです。先輩の気のせいですから、それ。でも。
I stop myself before I say, thank you. There's nothing to thank her for. I let my mind wander for a moment. That's all.
行ってきます。できるだけ早く戻ってきますから、それまでこの部屋から出ないでくださいね。
What if someone makes me leave the apartment? Like physically. She's even left me a week's worth of food. The majority of which is microwavable curry, but I shouldn't complain.
また、言うまでもありませんが、私がいない間に浮気なんかしないでくださいね。
Uh-oh.
私、すごく嫉妬深いですから。
With a blood-curdling smile. The last thing you see of Ciel is like, don't you dare cheat on me. She closes the door behind her. I squint against the sunbeams pouring through the window. The sun is rising. I can finally sleep. While I still can, I push aside the doubt swimming around my chest and close my eyes. Ah, now it's gonna fade to black, and I think that now the chapter is gonna end. Oh man, yeah. I thought the ending confrontation with Noel was gonna be the last thing, but no, it seems like we still got more. I'm gonna be completely honest. I said this at the end of the last episode that I was gonna see like potentially how much longer this was. I didn't do too much research, but I actually ended up seeing that there was actually a day 15. So I was like, oh, Noel's not going to be the final encounter. I didn't want to say in the beginning because I might spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But yeah, it seems that we're going to have another day with another problem. I think we all know what that problem is going to be at this point. How are we going to deal with Arcueid, man? Oh man, she's going full yandere. Oh, his body and soul are mine. So yeah, oh man, the moment with Ciel at the end, oh, it just really tugged at my heartstrings. It was really, really good, and it was also really fun to watch. But I'm glad they now acknowledge each other and their feelings, and they're really honest with each other now. That's great. But we'll find out basically what happens with Shiki next time. Seems like we're probably gonna skip most of the day, so chapter 14 is probably not going to be that long actually, or day 14, because, well, you know, the entire day's already gone. At least most of it will take place during the night. That's what I mean. It's probably still going to take a while, but I guess we'll tackle that next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!